Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Anna, and I'm a psychologist specialized in emotional binge eating. Today, I want to discuss with you the biggest mistake when it comes to weight loss that I have personally experienced, and that I think is more and more leading to binging later on and gaining the weight back, even though you have never thought about it. So, let's say you have achieved your weight loss goal, right? If your motivation for weight loss is solely related to the way you look, fitting into your jeans, looking good for an event, that's all perfectly fine. But my motivation to be thin and to lose weight was related to, if I look thin, I will be so happy with my new look and fitting into my clothes and getting validation and the praise from other people that I will for sure be disciplined and I will continue eating the way I was eating while I was losing weight. I had the idea that that will be motivation enough for me to continue being on a diet for the longest period of time. So what happened? 2, 3, maybe 4 weeks after I reached my weight loss goal, I was really paying attention to the food, to the movement, to my stress management. Basically, I was replicating the diet, right? But bit by bit, I noticed that this is not sustainable. I was starting to crave other foods, and I noticed that I was looking through different recipes, looking at food, baking for others, not really wanting to eat even though I wanted. Like, I was always debating and negotiating. And that's how it started. And bit by bit, I started to get more and more interested in other foods. Bit by bit, I wanted to socialize and go out or visit my friends or invite friends over. And then I was thinking, how will I balance my diet meals with my real life? Traveling, going out, allowing someone else to order food, like that really caused me quite a bit of anxiety. And that was the first sign that this will not be sustainable. With that, my cravings were increasing more and more, and I was more and more tired of being on the same boring, repetitive diet. So bit by bit, I started to have a cookie here, a cookie there, and I still convinced myself that's okay, you can have something which is not on your diet plan as long as you don't overdo it. The problem with that is that once I got the taste, that initial motivation to stay thin and slim and to get the praise and to be able to fit into my clothes was slowly dissipating because my cravings took over, my need for a variety of foods, my need to have my favorite foods in my diet just took over. So bit by bit, I started cheating on my diet here and there, and then one, event with friends turned into 2, 3 events per week, and then no alcohol turned into 3 glasses of alcohol or 4 glasses of alcohol. And before I knew it, my weight started to come up a little bit. Now, when I first gained a kilo or 2, I was like, okay, this might be normal because I was really under eating. So now that I am eating in a healthy, balanced way, I should be fine. The problem was that because I had the mentality of all or nothing, or that I cannot eat just 2 cookies, and that's a ruined day if I don't have 10, I started to gain all the weight back. The biggest mistake that I have made was, one, thinking that motivation to stay slim and fit into clothes, something so superficial, would be enough. I was not thinking at all about health, healing my relationship with food. I was just thinking about visually how I will look like and what I will see on the scale. And 2, I have never learned how to eat all my favorite foods, how to socialize, how to incorporate sweets, alcohol, travel, eating with my family within the diet. Okay, I was behaving as if I will be all alone in my house, making my meals without the outside world for the rest of my life. I never learned how to eat foods in moderation that I really crave, so that I can tell my brain, you see, when you eat a variety of foods, you can still lose weight. We know it's all about the calories, right? Like, so for most people anyway. So the calories you're eating and the calories you're burning, maybe you just need to move a little bit more, but you can definitely treat yourself. I didn't do that negotiations at all. I didn't plan like that. I went all in thinking that it's either dieting and movement, by the book, or we're going to binge. And that's what happened even after weight loss. Bit by bit, the weight started to come back. Bit by bit, I was getting more and more stressed about seeing the bigger number on the scale. Started to tell myself, you see, you have failed again. You are so undisciplined. You really don't want this. You deserve to get the weight back since you cannot control yourself around food. And that feeling is not very pleasant. And that feeling makes you binge more. And the higher the number on the scale, the more depressed you become, and the more you self-sabotage because you have such a low opinion of yourself. You're so left with no self-esteem, no self-confidence that you can achieve this. And you binge as a consequence of these bad emotions. I never understood that it's not me who is the problem here, that this is a normal behavior around food, that it's normal to want a variety of foods. What I didn't understand is that how I lost the weight was not sustainable. That's the biggest mistake. Like thinking that you will be forever motivated to not eat your favorite foods, always motivated to exercise, always motivated to make food from scratch, always motivated to eat clean. That is not sustainable. There is less than 1% of people who can eat like that. I'm not one of them. I'm pretty sure you are not like that. So if you want a sustainable weight loss and get out of that cycle where you bash yourself with a binge and then you restrict again and then, this just becomes a loop. You can make meal plans in such way that the overall caloric intake will include your favorite foods as part of your snacks or night outs or your meals or whatever it is, so that you will not feel deprived and that you will have this notion that weight loss is possible and maintaining my weight after weight loss is possible even if I eat a variety of foods.